Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about us.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want is to be.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And even 20 yards and a 1st down on the game's very first play.
1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Carson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Back at the 30.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Check. Check 50. Check 55.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 55, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Here's Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now it's Lockett. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Tyler Lockett.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Dolphins 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
On the carry.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins 0.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
For the Seahawks.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down. And I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Not today, you are. Not today. Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Play action, now it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
The 44-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's second and 11.
Check me out. 55. Wait. Watch the slant. Hey, check right. Watch 55. Go. Mike, 55.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Tua going to throw, and he comes back with one complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 4th down and 1.
They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Jakeem Grant.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Got to.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Kickoff for Seattle.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 21, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Let's go.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. 2 and now on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Tua now on first down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They run again with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
It's a gain of 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Tua. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The kick is, so it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on.
Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks.
Greg Olsen.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off with this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 52, Dolphins nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, Carson. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill. One left, one left.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, it's Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Going for Metcalf. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run it with Carson, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Today's final score, Seahawks 52,